Hey guys, this is Nick at Barman HQ. Today I'm going to be reviewing Ultimate Nutrition's IsoCool. So when you walk into a regular supplement store, you're not as likely to see Ultimate Nutrition as you are, say, Optimum Nutrition or BPI, but they have a pretty dedicated following online, particularly among bodybuilders. They currently sponsor Mr. Olympia Phil Heath. Now this particular product, IsoCool, isn't quite as popular as their other products like Gold Whey. But one thing that did leap out at me when I looked at it is that it has just 90 calories per serving and no fat and no carbs, which is pretty rare. So I want to take a look at it and see how it tastes. Okay, so I'm going to see how the chocolate cream flavor tastes with 2% milk. Oh wow. Yeah, it's really, really good. It's kind of like Cadbury milk chocolate. It's like an actual chocolate bar, you know? It's like kind of melting it down and drinking Cadbury milk chocolate. It's not very rich. Like it's not like a dark flavor. It's not very like a Dutch cocoa kind of flavor, if that's the sort of flavor you prefer. But if you like milk chocolate, it's fantastic. Okay, so let's see if it tastes as good with water. You know, it's okay, it's fine. Yeah, it's obviously not as creamy as it is with milk, and it tastes, it's closer to, you know, the cocoa mixed with water sort of flavor that you often get. That said, it is still quite creamy. It's a chocolate cream flavor, and it's not a very dark flavor. So I think it's pretty good. It goes down pretty well. It mixes quite well. It's a tiny bit granular. It's not perfect, but it mixes pretty well. I'd prefer to have it with milk, but honestly, if there was only water available, I wouldn't be that upset. Okay, so let's take a look at the nutrition panel. So as I said earlier, it's just 90 calories per serve. There's no fat, there's no carbohydrates, and there's 23 grams of protein. So it's very rare to have, I mean, this is an isolate, but most isolates still at least have like 1 gram of either fat or carbs. So it's a pretty impressive feat. Outside of that, so there's obviously no fiber because there's no carbs, there's no saturated fat because there's no fat. It does have some cholesterol. It's just 7% of your daily intake, 20 milligrams. That's not so bad. 2% of your daily intake of sodium is 40 milligrams, which is pretty low for a protein powder. Outside of that, there's nothing very interesting. You got 2% of your daily vitamin A and iron, which isn't like a lot, but it's still an unusual addition. And there's 50% of your daily calcium, which is a nice amount for a protein powder. So let's check out IsoCool's ingredients list. So this is a whey protein isolate, which is why it's so low in calories. So the first ingredient is whey protein isolate. After that, you got cocoa, natural and artificial flavors, sucralose, it's also known as Splenda, it's an artificial sweetener, acesulfame potassium, which is another artificial sweetener, it's really common in protein powders, and finally soy lecithin, which is to improve mixability. So it does contain soy and it does contain artificial ingredients. There are two things that I was kind of surprised wasn't in the ingredients list. The first is digestive enzymes. They're actually not often included with whey protein isolates, but nonetheless, they're often included because it could, for some people, make it easier to digest the protein powder. There's also no thickeners. Normally, you'll find xanthan gum or cellulose or something like that. It's a thickener and a stabilizer. There's none of that in here, but it didn't suffer the taste. So as far as price goes, right now, you can get it on Ultimate Nutrition's website. It's not available on Amazon or bodybuilding.com right now. This is the 2-pound tub. This costs $73. For that, you're gonna get 35 servings. So it winds up at about like $2.08 per serving, or 9 cents per gram of protein, which is, I mean, it's very, very expensive. It's maybe one of the most expensive protein powders I've seen. It's more expensive than like boutique brands like Pretty Fit, or even more general brands like All Max. That said, we've seen a lot of variety in the pricing. Again, it's not available on other sites right now, but in some older snapshots on the internet, we've seen this at like $35. So the price does fluctuate a bit. So what the price is today might change for you. So what I liked about IsoCool is, like, first of all, it was really, really tasty, especially for something that's like so low calorie. The other thing I liked about it, that it is very low calorie. It's super, super low calorie, super low in carbs, super low in fat. So it's very versatile. It could work in, you know, pretty much any diet, low calorie, low carb, low fat. Also, one thing that I thought was pretty cool is on the back, it lists the weight of every single amino acid in the product. Most products don't go into that much detail, and this can be very helpful for like very elite athletes or say people on plant-based diets who are wanting to keep track of their amino acid intake. So I thought that was a nice bonus. What I wasn't quite so crazy about with IsoCool is that, first of all, it really is very, very expensive. It's one of the most expensive proteins I've seen. It also, this isn't really a problem for me, but a lot of people, they steer clear of products that contain soy. This contains soy lecithin. It also contains acesulfame potassium, which might spike your blood sugar a little bit. It sort of depends on the individual user as to whether or not that's going to be a problem, but it might make some customers not willing to buy the product. Okay, so those are my thoughts on Ultimate Nutrition's IsoCool. For the full review, you can check out the link below at barben.com.